dad had been born and raised over on the Mississippi, and duck hunting was deep, deep in his soul. We were duck hunters in our family, that's what we did. My dad and I, some of our best memories were in a duck blind. And then my son Bridger and I, and his grandpa, had memories that are priceless. Even though Dad's gone, it's great that Bridger and I are able to continue those special times in the hunts that we have together.
I think it's unique that a grandfather, a father, and a grandson all can really call themselves best friends. You know, as I grew up, it was just normal for us. We loved hunting together.
Now we've got, Bridger has a son, which is hard for me to believe that life's going by this fast, but now it's the fourth generation of Pierces who love to be in duck blinds, and we'll make this kid love to be in a duck blind. He's not going to have any choice about it.
It's going to be the same thing the next generation. When I start taking Eric, Dad's going to come along, and we're going to see the same transition as we go through this process of sort of these three generations going together, and Dad being the lesson guy, me throwing in a few lessons here and there, and Eric just loving it, you know?
What do you think of this snow? Do you like this snow? You want to look at your binoculars, Adam? Look at your binoculars?
We went to a national convention. I'll never forget this. It was in Vancouver, British Columbia. Our minds were just blown. We couldn't believe what we were hearing about the impact of Ducks Unlimited on the North American continent. And Dad and I both looked at each other and we said, we need to get more involved in this. Throughout the years, then I moved up the senior volunteer ranks and ended up being a senior vice president, and was really proud to be a member of the National Board of Directors of Ducks Unlimited for 8 years. I was just blown away as a Midwesterner at what Montana had to offer, and never looked back. Where you start thinking about what's really important in the long run, which isn't necessarily just shooting ducks, although I still love that. But it becomes more about what can I do that means something, that's gonna last. Well, when we can impact a piece of land and do things in general that benefited the ducks and the other wildlife, and then put a conservation easement on it so it's perpetually protected against development. And that means something to me in terms of kind of my ultimate balance sheet in life. lot of satisfaction in giving back. You know, giving back as a volunteer, giving back as a financial donor, and in my case, giving back in what our family legacy is really about. You know, we're duck hunters, but what's the bigger picture? What's the bigger message? And if the passion that my dad had, that he planted in me, and I planted in Bridger, and Bridger's planting in his little toddler son, ends up translating into affecting habitat for waterfowl and other wildlife for years to come, then what could be better, right? What could be better?